Welcome back, everyone, to another video in my PrimeXBT leverage trading series. Got another good one for you today. We're really just going to talk about risk management and trading and why so many people lose so much money leverage trading. Real quick though, before we get into the video, let's give a quick shout out to PrimeXBT for sponsoring this awesome trading series for the last couple of years now. They do have an awesome cross leverage trading platform you can check out. They have a mobile app and they've added a ton of trading pairs. So altcoins and Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of that good stuff. So if you want to try them out, you can get up to a $7,000 deposit bonus through my link, which is in the description below, or in my pinned tweet thread on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and let's go for it. So I've talked a lot about risk management in this series, position sizing, things like that to reduce our risk while trading. But that's not quite enough because a lot of people just don't do it. So sometimes I think it's good to just talk about why people lose money leverage trading and how they approach it. And I think a lot of people take the Russian roulette strategy, and that's why they lose all their money or their whole account or blow an account over and over and over. If you're using a small account and you're using the Russian roulette strategy and you're taking profits diligently, that can be a successful strategy. It's a little bit more risky and it's going to be hard to manage. But what I mean by that is basically, like let's say you have a spot trading account of $100,000 and so you're using $1,000 in your leverage trading account, which is not over risking. And you're basically just trying to go big or go home and see if you can double, triple, quadruple, whatever that. And if you, 3x that in one day, you cash out everything, you go back to the $1,000. Okay. Then next day you lose it. Well, you're still technically up $2,000 from the day before, right? So that's one strategy that is a Russian roulette type strategy, but it's a little bit more risk averse than if you're just taking a full account and using the Russian roulette. So what I mean by Russian roulette is basically you're just clicking, you're just putting a bullet in a revolver and spinning it around, holding that gun to your head, and you're just flirting with liquidation every trade. All right. Because what people don't do is they don't set clear invalidation levels and they don't close their position at those clear invalidation levels. So how many people or how many times have you shorted something and you think it's at a good level and it pops and you're like, and it just kind of sits there after and you're like, well, I don't know if I should close. I don't want to take this big of a loss because you didn't have a clear invalidation or you went too big. And then what happens? It just rockets off again, right? Now, it doesn't always do that. Sometimes you're going to get lucky. It's going to do that little pop and you're going to go, oh God, I don't know what to do. And then it's going to dive bomb and you're going to say, oh, yay, I made money. But the Russian roulette strategy that I'd say probably 90% of leverage traders use is that if this trade goes against me, I'm going to lose this whole position, right? And I've seen way too many times on Twitter, people posting a P&L of like negative 4,000 on Binance or whatever. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why didn't you cut that earlier when it was only negative 20% or negative, what made you hold on to that until it was negative 3,000% and your whole trading account was gone? With using this Russian roulette strategy, you're going, oh, I made a lot of money. This is easy. And you go, oh, I made a lot of money. That was easy. Oh, I made a lot of money, and you're clicking that trigger every time because you have no risk management. When you have no risk management, it's just you're waiting for that shot to, you're waiting for that gun to go off, and it's just going to happen at some point. And no matter how many times, you're going to get that adrenaline of that high of, oh, it worked. Oh, it worked. I can do this. Oh, it worked. I can do this. This is never going to go off. But if you're giving yourself exposed and you're leaving your chances of possible liquidation every time, it's not going to work out. So do I want to take that gun and have a spin and even try one time? I don't want to try that one time. Like none of us in this room want to play that game, right? Because there's I don't know, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like a 16% chance that if I pull that trigger, it's going to go off, right? So rather than do that, I'm going to check the, I'm going to take proper risk management procedure, and I'm not even going to point that gun in my head. I'm not even going to put a bullet in the gun. Like, you don't need to do that when you're trading. So we take steps of outlining Okay, outlining a chart, we look at the chart and we go, okay, this is a clear invalidation level. Okay, I do not want to see price go past this. If price goes past that, I need to cut this trade. Okay, that is the very first step of knowing when to cut a trade and keeping your losses small. And if you can do that, you're going to have a lot more success in the long run. You're not going to be putting a loaded gun to your head every single time, just waiting for that liquidation to come up. So way too many people are putting a large position size with no stop loss, no clear invalidation, and they don't know what happens when price goes against them, and they don't know what to do. And it only takes that one trade, right? You could be doing great for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. You could be in profit. And it just takes that one trade for where that bullet is in the chamber, and you pull that trigger and it blows up all that progress you just made. And I've seen it way too many times. I've had it happen before in the past. Every time you have to understand what you're getting into with each trade, and know that each trade and each time you enter a trade, you are at risk of losing that whole capital unless you take steps to prevent the loss of that whole capital. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Shoot me a retweet on this video on Twitter. Post in the comments if there's anything that you have questions about or any content you would like to see. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.